I'm going to run a little bit of a commentary here for parts as we go through this. Just the first few rounds, so you don't have to watch the whole thing. But basically, see here, I'm standing behind the kettlebell a little bit to kind of initiate or start the swing. So if you do a little replay or see the next round, you'll see that I snap back. So I can already start right into the swing with that hip extension. I think sometimes people try and do like a stiff arm front raise at the start, but just stand about a foot or two behind the kettlebell, kind of a gorilla stance. You can see there, snap back and then you're good to go. So here I'm just taking roughly five deep breaths. Gonna get into the squat then. So pretty much the same stance. I want to get that hip crease just below the top of my kneecap. The thighs parallel to the floor. Trying to extend the hips fully at the top too. I think I probably got a bit lazy in the last couple of rounds on that, but we really want to try and just keep that range of movement throughout the whole workout. Wondering why the fuck I'm doing this. So the RKC Plank. I'm aware my posture isn't great. This is the first time I look back at this, and the posture actually isn't as bad as I thought it would be, especially my lower back. It's a little bit rounded. But again, I want to try and keep my nose over my thumbs. I'm on my tippy toes. I think the last few rounds in particular, I was really probably trying more to create that posterior tilt or tuck the hips under. So I just don't want my lower back to arch at all. So 30 seconds. I had to adjust my watch just to track this each time. In the background there, you can hear that beeping. I think it was from some builders or some fucks around the corner that had me awake nice and early. Still going. Starting to freak out now. Got a little bit of a cough going. Now trying not to cough, so I don't want people thinking I have the virus. Just 8 rounds to go. I actually kind of felt like the plank was a recovery, so that would probably lead me to believe I wasn't bracing hard enough. I tried to rectify this in the last kind of 3 or 4 rounds, but definitely the first few rounds I was probably a little too passive, I guess maybe the best word in this movement. Again, trying to keep on the tippy toes. It was hard to really make an excuse on it, or maybe a little hard to try and really pull my elbows back, because I'd be ripping my elbows on the brick. Again, with the breathing, I mean, if you want to go with nasal breathing, keep the mouth closed, breathe through the nose, into the nose, out through the nose, you can give that a go. No reason why not. I was just keeping tabs on my heart rate here, and I was probably falling in around kind of 145 beats per minute for the whole thing. So pretty much like a nice aerobic workout. I'm actually pretty color coordinated with the socks and the t-shirt too. I think it's an age thing, but I think I'm kind of turning my back on the ankle socks. I think high socks are the way forward. Not the coronavirus. Bit of road rage in the background. Round number 4 starting. Again, the focus here is on that kind of hip hinge, not getting dragged too low by the kettlebell. I'm just trying to drive the heels down, especially on the way up. Again, tight glutes to the top. And just the shoulder level is fine with the kettlebell too in terms of height. You don't have to go overhead. I'm not really enjoying the squats at this point. I think at this point I'm kind of working out overall how much time I have left for the workout. Figuring it's going to be in around 20 minutes. I think I'm pretty much halfway through here. I can hear that beeping again. I don't know if it's on the video or if it's in real life. Current life, real life. I don't know what's real life anymore. Maybe the beeping is just in my head at this stage. Starting to get a bit of a funky pain in my elbow. Standard. I've actually found the odd time I do get a pain in the elbow with the swings, if I try and, I guess, torque my grip, if that makes sense. If I'm trying to bend the kettlebell handle, that tends to kind of alleviate any kind of soreness through the elbows. So it might be something to think about if you are getting kind of cranky elbows doing this. Touching my face. Shouldn't have touched my face. I'm actually touching my face as I edit this. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm going to set a pat on the thoracic spine here. Posture is actually a lot better than I thought it would be. But yeah, I'm trying. Oh, it's kind of going a little bit. Trying not to let my shoulder blades collapse, and I'm trying not to let them kind of, or at least push away too much to the shoulder or the upper back either. So kind of neutral-ish with the upper back. So we're coming into round 6 now, so that's half the rounds done. Always a nice little kind of mental landmark. That probably could be slightly snappier on the way up with these.
Where in there?
Chat to the neighbours. I could be social even at a distance.
How are you getting on, alright? Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to break for a couple of minutes, I'm not gonna lie.
That's it, just trying to do bits and pieces here now, but trying to keep myself sane, you know?
Trying to keep myself sane,
Yeah,
lol.
yeah. Chat later.
Having my fucking work cut out of me. Round 7, I think. Squats look better than they felt, actually. I have practically zero margin for error in terms of knees and poor tracking and all that kind of thing, so I really have to try and stay switched on, and I'd encourage everyone to do that too. You know, don't let your knees cave in. Knees can travel over or forward of the toes, but just as long as your knee tracking is good, meaning that your knees lined up with your, say, your second toe, and also that you're not coming onto your heels as well. So I always talk about the points of contact in class on the squat: big toe, the little toe, and the heel. And have all them in contact with the floor at all times. Trying to squeeze the glutes a bit more here and get that posterior tilt.
Hey, Richard, are you getting on, alright?
More neighbours coming out to see what the fuck's going on. Again, on the way up, at the top of the swing, let the elbows come free from the rib cage. So don't do the T-Rex arms. Again, the heavier the kettlebell, you don't want your arms locked there either, because what's going to happen is that weight moving fast is going to pull you onto your toes and off your heels. So a slight bend in the arms, but don't have the T-Rex arms going on. See myself cheating a little bit here. Not opening my hips up fully, meaning I'm not straightening my hips fully at the top. Shame on me. Classic old school CrossFit cheating going on there. But don't go the other extreme and do the classic overcompensatory CrossFit thing where it looks like you're humping the invisible man in front of you by shooting your hips out in front. Just stand tall at the top, squeeze the glutes. That's about it. Keep it simple. Brace and breathe. I like that cue, just came to me there. think we have round number 9 coming up now. So it's kind of the squats are beginning to burn the legs a little bit. Everything else feels okay. If you have multiple kettlebells, maybe you can grab a heavier one for the swings. Again, it could be snappier, but I haven't been doing a lot of kettlebell swings in the past while, although I'm feeling we'll be doing a hell of a lot of kettlebell swings the next while. Still rocking the bed here at about 10 a.m. here. Working from home, lol. The last couple of rounds, especially on the plank, try and kind of brace as hard as you can. Squeeze the ankles, legs together, squeeze glutes. If you're on a softer surface and a lot of bricks, just try and drag the elbows towards your feet. I think we're coming into the last round now. May have counted it wrong though, I'm not too sure. But again, the old infamous last round, everyone seems to be able to dig a bit deep. Not magical last round, so keep the swing snappy. Strong, full range in the squats. And really tight in the RKC plank. So I nearly got all the rounds in the video. Just the last bit of the last round. The squats and the planks. And you will see why that didn't happen in a second.
Just finished the workout there. There's a rusty, never used barbecue in the background. I filmed most of the workout. Transpired Leda Healthcare were calling me. Absolute opportunistic swines. And the fuckers maybe lose the last 2 minutes of the workout. So I can guarantee I've done it 10 rounds. And fuck you, Leda Healthcare. Yeah, I'll run some commentary over the video. There's a few things I just want to go over in terms of technique. I probably gamed the RKC plank a little bit. Probably could have done a bit more tension to my core, posterior tilt. I've been a bit of a pussy, to be honest with you, because I knew it was 10 rounds of it. But that's it, guys. I hope you find this useful. We'll be doing plenty more. Yeah, stay safe, breathe, and Uncle Dave's got your back.